Hello again. Off in the Polly Steps direction today. Lots of people standing around outside the station because they're running the buses that normally run from the Triangle from here because of something that's happening on the seafront. Some sort of roadworks means the buses can't come along. So they've moved all the buses to here, but have only really just announced it on Facebook. So a lot of people are going to be standing in the town and missing out. Anyway, something about the station. Remember I was in Dawlish a while back with Andy and we met a couple there, and a chap was called Roger. He was in the Teignmouth station the other day when he was down here and he filmed a lovely crossover. So here's a crossover he filmed in the station. So thanks for that, Robert, much appreciated. And he also took a picture of myself and Andy on the bridge where we were filming the signets. Here we go. Oh, I really appreciate that picture, thank you ever so much. Really nice, really nice. Don't get a lot of pictures of myself. Smashing. Good old Lidl's over there. How could I live without you? Should we talk about good news? Why not? I had my phone call from the doctors yesterday, and well, not only has I improved my blood sugars with my not eating rubbish late at night idea, I've knocked it down to pre-diabetic levels. Unbelievable. So I'm actually having some of my metformin taken away from my prescription. Don't need to take as much medication now, which is lovely. So I'm down at pre-diabetic levels. They were absolutely amazed. I was amazed myself, really. Still standing. Remember I was looking at the Conker tree in the car park the other day. I said, oh look, it's got buds out, it's got buds. Thought I'd better go and check in on mine around the back of the house that I've planted before as part of the channel, to be fair. And some of them are, well, most of them are 2 years old. One of them is 1 year old, which you'll see in it. Here's a quick update. Here we go. Here we go. This one that I call my double, because two of them came from the same Conker. It's just buds, and this one's springing to life. Look at that. As you can see, we've got some lovely little primroses in that down below. Smashing. That one there is a year difference in them. That's its second year now, and the others are 3 years old. And the one there is a bud. He's split into two, more flowers, and finally that's the last one in the row, and he's coming into a little tree. Lovely. Anyway, I'll update you as and when things change. So that's how the progress stands of the Conker trees at the back. Excellent. Still got one in the porch as well. That should have gone out really last year, but it was a bit anemic, so I never took it all. I never took and planted it out. But just as I was leaving this morning, I received a lovely email from Liz in Australia with about 5 pictures she'd taken herself back in the early 70s attached, which we will be looking at and doing in the future. But just say thank you for that, much appreciated, and I'll reply to it when I get home. Although by the time you see this video, you'll have had the reply a week ago. The one, the only, Polly Steps. Hurrah! No immediate sign of river chickens. That's okay though. Just have our traditional pan round, 5 times zoom. Got a nice picture from the 1970s later, which I'll do, where you'll see those particular houses in the background. Do that when we get to the quay though. Well, I hope that wasn't too fast. But like I say, no sign of river chickens here, so we just pop our head up the end. Not the best vantage point to catch that train. Never mind. Past the Boat Association huts, BOAT, Boat Owners Association of Teignmouth, to see if we can see any river chickens hiding away down here. And there they are, two of them. And I'm going to keep a little tiny bit back today, just in case I see the solo one, possibly swan solo, on the back beach later on. And I'll go down on the bridge to feed them. Gives me a bit of distance between us. Lovely. Be interesting to see how quickly they come down to me once they see me shaking the bag. I don't have my green coat on today, so I'll probably look slightly different to them, if you know what I mean. Let's see though. Oh, he's coming already. Look at that. He's coming already. I haven't even got my food out. Hello. Look at that. Load of food. And there's the ducks as well. They have such long necks when they stretch forward. Crazy. A bit more. All right. And here come the ducks, late to the party. Only 3 of them today. There was 4 last time, I'm sure. Never mind. All right, there we go. We're having a nice little feast down here. 2 swans, 3 ducks. I'm going to keep a little bit back just in case I do see the solo swan on the back beach. Because people keep saying, oh look, 11:30 in the video, there's the solo swan. And I've missed it when I'm walking around, not looking for him, so I'm going to look for him today. Right, bye-bye then. There we go, that was nice. I stayed down there for a little bit longer after I finished filming. Smashing. And I do hope it doesn't develop. But I've had a couple of large drops of liquid sunshine arrive directly on my glasses. And of course, because I've got my fleece on, I haven't brought my hat, so I've got nothing to cover. No peak cap to wear, so to speak, over my glasses. Never mind, I'll live. Someone was saying to me in the comments that those signs should be moved to somewhere else in Teignmouth where they're a bit more visible. I agree, but I say we're lucky to have them in the first place, though, so don't want to rock the boat, do we? Here we go, we've got 2 boats over there today, rather than just the one. And there's Alan's boat, safe and sound. And what a lovely view. And all the lobster pots seem to have been moved further down the beach there. So that's a bit of a change. Just going to head over onto the new quay over there to line up this next photo. Lovely. Here we go, 1973 steam driven ship in the harbour. There he is. And you can just about make out the houses behind, which are Sholden. Lovely. There we are, that's 1973 from a newspaper. They're all from newspapers today, but all good, no worries. And Pam's old cottage up ahead, the pink one. Hello Pam. And off the back beach now to make my way across to the den for the next photo. And the daisies there are starting to come out. Not quite the absolute sea of them that there is when they're really out. But there's plenty there to look at. Pleased to report as I went by the play park that the slide has been cleaned now and is reopened. No more PVA glue all over it. Amazing. There you go, don't see one of those all day, do we? Lovely. Imagine the days when they were everywhere. Lovely to see. The machinery has moved up to the other end. No work going on at the moment though. Now, somewhere around here is the next photo. The reason I'm filming the Aloha bar, or it's called the Halula bar, is that's slightly visible in the photo. If I zoom out, you see it in the background there, and there we go. Right, well that's 73 as well. I'm not 100% sure what that bunch of motley characters are doing on the den. Some sort of event, possibly a carnival or a fete. I've no idea. Lovely. Excellent picture from days gone by. Not working. And we make our way into the triangle for our last picture of the three. Boyce's nursery van, quality plants and hanging baskets. Obviously doing something with the fountain, hopefully. Right, here we go, last one of the day. This is obviously older than 1969, but it's taken from the Teignmouth Post in 1969, where they were showing a photo of old Teignmouth. So here we go. So there we are, that was published in 1969, but obviously a much older photo. Lovely. Got a busker even in the triangle. Nice rendition of My Way. An empty bus shelter, because as we know, they're all up at the station. John, who sends in a lot of pictures to me, said he tried Nick's roast at the Tradewinds on Sunday, and he said it was thoroughly recommended it. So a satisfied customer, he enjoyed it too. Now down there, which isn't there anymore, there's a shop called Heyman's, which was Liz's grandparents' shop. And we're going to cover that, showing the pictures she sent me today, in a day or so. Not tomorrow though, because we're doing something rather special tomorrow, so don't miss that. Going somewhere with Andy, somewhere I haven't been before, as daft as it sounds, but I just haven't. I might have been there as a kid, I might have driven through it, but I've never been there. So, as usual, Andy's familiar with it, he'll show me around, and in turn we'll both show you lot around. Lovely. Take care, see you then, bye.